Okay, I stopped meandering, YouTubers. I stopped, well, I went back on the cards. See, I have these cards that I wrote last night. I'm finally getting to them because I'm slow, apparently. He's slow. I finally had something to eat. Cracked open a can of BM country style beans. Ah, I could already feel the sides of my mouth being cemented together as the beans solidify. Oof, oof. We're going to talk about the next card. The shuttle. They scrubbed like 3 launches. You'd think in 40 years that the shuttle technology would, have progressed a little bit. I mean, honestly, with all the alien landings, MIB, who the hell made that up? That can't be made up. We gotta have, like, flying saucers and stuff. Why are we still using, shuttles, which run on jet fuel? Number 1. And number 2, why am I able to put jet fuel in my car? Number 3, really? Who wants to strap themselves in? And I gotta give you bravery for you folks for strapping yourselves in to, I don't know, a giant. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna jinx anything. You guys have some gouillons. Fight against every law known to man and machine and animal. Mostly gravity. But you'd think the shuttle technology would come a little further. And I'm trying to think of things that we could do with nuclear weapons without just, burying them in the ground. Oh, let's put the plutonium, after we've made it 1,000 times more powerful, let's just throw it back in the ground. Let's bury it deep, 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 deep with all the lead we can find. Superman's gonna stumble in there one day and get cancer. Oh, lead? Oh, I can't see that. Must be Lex Luthor's secret lair. And then just boom, tumor. Super tumor. The thing has laser vision, talks. So, why can't we do other things with nuclear waste? Besides, friggin', I guess we could use the Hadron Colliders. Try to get particles up to light speed, which would be really cool, because I think we can, maybe we should use it in spaceships. I mean, nothing in this atmosphere. You gotta obviously build the spaceship in space, and then use the nuclear power to thrust it. Last thing we want is a shuttle blown up in midair with a, nuclear power. But where are these free minds? It seems we've lost sight. Exploration. It's in our blood as enlightened beings. Whether you can see the forest through the trees, which is one of my favorite sayings, whether you can see the forest through the trees or not, we are enlightened beings. It is in our blood. Explorers, the new world, we covered every inch of this planet. We explore under seas. Yet we've given up on space. Why? Because there's no air? Because it's too far? Oh, Pluto's too far. No people are going there. No, we innately solve problems. That's what we do. And we explore. Who knows? We need to seek out new life and new civilizations. I forgot the whole beginning. Strike that, reverse it. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. 5-year mission. To, yeah, you guys know it's Star Trek. William Shatner. Priceline.com. Speak like me. Anyways, why isn't that stuff reality? It's 2009, folks. I mean, we have cell phones. Shoot. We have wristwatch cell phones like Dick Tracy. And that was like 50 years ago in comic books and old-time radio. We had to imagine it. Last time they had wristwatch cell phones, communicators. We were imagining it, or I was imagining it. I'm not really that old. I'm just kind of an old soul, man. Just so true. So true. Where are the great minds conquering these age-old theories? Where are people building on Einstein's theory of relativity? All these things that we once thought impossible are now, extremely possible. And yet, there is no furtherance of this type of open-mindedness. Imagine if we, instead of fighting with each other, and beating the crap out of each other and fighting over land. Land and stuff we probably don't even remember. You know, like most of these fights that we have and these grudges that we hold country to country, and that's why I gave a gold star to the U.S. and Russia, because they buried the hatchet. You know, they said, hey, you know, we were wrong. We have to assume responsibility to push this world into the next millennium. Literally, we're in the next millennium. Let's act like it. Let's explore. Let's really innovate. You know, I keep thinking there's a new cell phone that comes out every 10 seconds with new stuff that we just, okay, we need it, we don't need it. You know, stuff to keep us busy, mostly. We have a million channels. Doesn't anybody ever look up at the sky and wonder, how far does it go? Why are we still estimating? Why are we still guessing? Why do we still not know how the brain works right? I was in a psychology class. We still don't know how the brain works. How is that possible? We've had like 2,000 years at least from recorded history to study it. Even longer than that. Why don't we know how the brain works? Brain chemistry. It flabbergasts me. It really does. I don't think we think enough. Well, we think. Maybe not about the right things. We don't question enough, definitely. My question is always why? How? And honestly, it seems like the past couple months, the past couple weeks, I've been dragged into this whole, you know, it feels like it's a fight for my life, man. You know, trying to find a job or get a new job, trying to get my radio job, you know, my stupid leg. And honestly, although it's plunged me into fiscal badlands, just a fiscal black hole, I've gotten a chance to think, and I kind of lost sight of my personal mission, and that's to think and question and dream and you know, think outside the box. Oh, judges interpret the law. My goodness, she made a mistake. Stop jumping down her throat. Woman has broken legs and crap. She's injured. She's very injured. Oh, this is cool music. She's got crutches. And you're jumping down her throat. She said, we make the law. Yeah, they interpret law. She knows that. They set judicial precedent. Yes. Oh my gosh. Now I'm getting into law. And I also am a firm believer, and this is something else that was lost in the insanity, or maybe it wasn't lost in the insanity. Maybe I wanted you to take a ride with me. Maybe it was all a little bit of a joke, a bit, so to speak. For this, the payoff. Maybe, maybe not. Where we reestablish the roots. You got to learn from the past in order to see where you're going with the future. Every idea has been built upon a past idea. We're still building on inventions by Michelangelo, a guy who saw well beyond his time, a true post-conventional soul. And now we're seeing that same post-conventionality in music. Hidden, in some cases. Hidden. Like, you don't even know where you get these words of wisdom from. Oh, it was in my, you know, that was in my song. And you know what, it takes well, it takes a good artist to just blatantly put out, you know, positive songs. It takes a great artist to shroud positivity in controversy, where you don't even know you're digesting it. And it's something that I've tried to perfect, shrouding so much positivity and wisdom in randomness, a little bit of insanity, with a dash of comedy and a lot of controversy. It's my thing. I figure, you know, attention is attention. I like positive attention, honestly. But hey, I gotta make people think I'm nuts for them to listen. Random Radio, we'll be back.